Welcome to the channel. This reading will be focused on the connection between Foodie Beauty Chantal and Salah. I just put up a video. I've done a few videos on Chantal if you haven't been here before. And I saw that she put up a video that she went back to Canada. So I did a video, focusing on the current energy and the possible future outcome of the situation going on. And I just went back up on YouTube and I see, man, people make videos fast. Like, it's crazy. And all I see is all these videos. It's not funny, but like Salah looks so happy. He's so happy. Oy, oy, oy. Alright, so I figured I did a reading already a couple of months back on them, maybe two, specifically on Salah and Chantal's connection. So let's do another one and see. I can't believe how many, every video I'm seeing, it's like, Salah looks so happy. And I just did a reading focused on Chantal, and I said what I said. We'll see what the future, what happens in the near future, but alright. Let's see what the cards have to say. If you're new here, hi, I'm Melissa. I like to be a fly on the wall. I like to buzz through the blinds of the person on my mind. And right now, I want to tune in to the energy of Foodie Beauty, Chantal, and Salah. And see, basically, I'm going to ask, what is Chantal feeling about having to go, leave? And what is Salah feeling? Okay? Show me Chantal's feelings, please, about Salah and having to leave. A lot. Oh, so much. Alright, there's a lot here. Show me, please, Salah. What is Salah feeling about Chantal going back to Canada? Okay. Alright, on the bottom I have a 5 of Wands, a 9 of Swords, and a Knight of Cups. And I see this 5 of Cups underneath. Alright, if you're new to tarot, this is a general reading. It's for entertainment purposes only. I like to ask questions, pull cards. I tell you what the card means and what I feel from it. So the 5 of Wands, for me, this represents people feeling like they're not being heard. Like the person we're trying to work with is making it difficult or not working with us. This 9 of Swords, for me, this is like, well, not for me, in general, it's a nightmare. It represents a nightmare. It represents stress. Sometimes trouble sleeping. Overall, there's worms in the brains. This person ain't going to be the same. And this Knight of Cups. So, it's almost like someone might be, well, I'll say it's Chantal, because I feel like I saw it in the cards I just pulled, depressed. Could be looking at what they don't have right now instead of what they do have, in the emotions of it. Feeling the feels, feeling alone. And, yeah, desiring for this Knight of Cups to maybe feel something too. It looks like, I'd say this is Chantal, and that's Salah, expressing, that he has love and feelings, but I don't know if he's going to be in the nightmare that maybe Chantal will feel during this time. So, before we look at Salah's cards, a lot came out for Chantal's feelings. So let's lay them out and see. I have a 6 of Swords. We just saw this before. A 10 of Wands. I just saw this before for her. The Hierophant. I just saw this before for her. 2 of Wands. I just saw this before for her. 7 of Swords. 3 of Coin. The 4 of Sword. The Emperor. The 6 of Cup. Oh my god, there's so much here. Okay. Alright. There's so much here. I'm just gonna go through them because it's just, she's feeling a lot. The Six of Swords. All right, this is the person, and I just saw this in the cards I pulled before for her on the bottom. This represents a person who's escaping. All right? Ten of Wands, a burden. I usually say, for me, life has burdens. It's how we carry them. And for me, this represents that the person it's, talking about is feeling like the burden that they're carrying is a lot. It's heavy. It's uncomfortable. They might be, like, looking towards the higher power, praying, trying to, like, God, help me with this burden. Or God, like when we say, God, I give it to you, kind of thing. That's what I just heard in my head. This is the Hierophant card, if you're unfamiliar. It represents, for me, the relationship with the higher power. And it can represent a literal person, physical person in our lives that guides us on our spiritual path to the higher power, right? So, just realizing you can't see these. The Two of Wands, this is the person at the crossroad. This is the Seven of Swords. I just saw this before in her reading, and I said what I felt about it. If you haven't met me before, I hate this card. It's my least favorite card. It represents a liar, a sneak, sometimes a thief. It can mean different things depending on the reading. And this Three of Discs. In this deck, it's a very frolicky card. It reminds me a lot of the Three of Cups. Just a frolicky card. It makes me feel like, what is this person working on? What are they doing? Things at work they shouldn't be during lunch, having paninis and tacos with people. I don't know. I get a weird feeling from this card in this deck. I'm feeling like for Chantal, this is representing her leaving, okay? And that, I'm going to say she didn't really want to leave, okay? Because this Six of Swords is a person that's escaping. I mean, unless there's things she's not sharing with us, which I'm not feeling. I'm feeling like this was, like she felt like she had to go. She was forced to go, okay? And the burden that she's feeling with her relationship with the higher power, and maybe just in general, everything that's led her to this point, will led her to convert, okay? Her whole time in Kuwait, like, this, I feel like, and again, this is a general reading for entertainment purposes only, but I've done readings on Chantal before, focusing on the relationship with Salah, and I've gotten, like, the Three of Swords, and threes, things that, this card, things that make you go, about his behavior in general, and I've said that either he did something in the past, he might do something while she's gone. I just saw that in the reading I just did, but in the past, I've seen it, where maybe there was things she wasn't fully sharing or disclosing with her audience, having to do with him and possible third-party behaviors. So I'm feeling like this is her being at a crossroad about how she feels overall about behaviors having to do with Salah in their relationship, and what she's willing to, what she's worked on, what he's working on, like what they've worked on together, content-wise, in the relationship, okay? I'm feeling like this is representing her being at a crossroad about what she's accepted. I don't know if you just heard that. That was my stomach. I don't know if you guys heard that. That was loud. What she might be willing to put up with as far as the sneakiness. And things that she feels that, like, he's going to be doing, people he might have, how do I say, like, things that he might be doing while she's gone, like, now that she's going back to Canada, or she's in Canada now, like, thinking, like, what am I willing to put up with? What is he doing, or might be doing? What kind of things, who's he having lunch with? Who's he eating paninis and tacos with? All right? Can she trust him? Okay. Okay. The Four of Swords. Ghost. He's the purr monster, and I'm just hearing him purr. It's so soothing. I love that sound. It's like one of my favorite sounds, that. All right, so Four of Swords. This is the person that's been through a battle. It's a knight who's coming back from battle, and they're like in a meditative state. Keeping quiet, usually that's what we sum it up as. The Emperor. This is my first reading I ever did on Chantal. I don't know if I used this deck. I may have. But I got the Emperor for her. And I remember saying, like, I felt like she was more strategic than people give her credit for. Like, she's not stupid, I felt like, okay? Or as stupid as some people want to, like, think she is. Or say she is. And this Six of Cups. This card can also represent an Aries or person that is in good energy, like the Papa Bear. Someone that we see as a protective energy. Someone that is strategic. If they plan. In a negative aspect, they can be a bully, a tyrant. They could be scary. And next to it is the Six of Cups. Now, what I first felt is this could represent that she's back in Canada, and she might be not talking about it. I don't know if the person's maybe an Aries, or someone that she looked at as a father figure, or a masculine energy that she looked towards or to as being a strong person in her life. But I'm feeling that there was history with this person, and that she's reuniting with them. This represents, it can represent a past life soulmate. It can represent a love, a person that when we meet, we feel like we've known them forever. But it overall represents nostalgia. These butterflies specifically stand out in this card to me, like as someone that we changed with, that we grew with, that we experienced some sort of something with that changed us. And I'm feeling like that's what this is talking about. That she's back in Canada and she's not expressing or talking about it to the audience. But it's, or it could even be someone that she's actually talking about what she's planning. Alright? What she's planning in the next few weeks or months as far as now she's back in Canada. Yeah, I'm feeling like that's what this is talking about. Like a literal person that she's seeing, talking to, and not telling us about. Okay, the Empress, Ace of Sword, and Justice. And I did just see this card and this card in the past, the cards we just pulled for her. Alright, the Empress, Ace of Sword, and Justice. This could be talking about some of what I expressed in my cards I just pulled before on her, about her facing some sort of truth. Alright, this is about a new beginning. It's about truth. This could also represent legal matters. If she does or did have legal situations in Canada, which I've seen in my comments, in other readings I've done for her, some of you have pointed out or expressed that, you know, she didn't want to go or couldn't go back to Canada or left Canada because of legal reasons. This could talk about her facing and dealing with whatever legal situations she might have left in Canada, wasn't facing. If not, I feel like it's talking about her actually having some sort, accepting the woman that she has become. This Empress card, it really stands out to me because, like, in other decks, and usually the Empress is either with a child in her belly or like holding a child. She's about creation. She's all the queens embodied in one. And in this deck, though, this Empress card, as you see, she literally reminds me physically what she looks like the same woman in the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Pentacle energy. So I bring that up because I feel like this is representing that Chantal is kind of accepting, like, she's not going to have children. Like, not all of us women get to have children. Some of us wanted to have children. and we weren't able to for whatever reason. And I feel like this is what this is representing, and her coming to some sort of like inner balance, acceptance about that, a truth, facing the truth, okay? And this, trying to find her balance within and justice for herself, things that she's been through, things that she's put herself through, okay? The Strength card, the Hermit, and this King of Cups. Huh. Okay, the first thing I felt was that she might actually find some sort of inner strength to stand on her own. Like, see herself as an energy that doesn't need another person to define her or to be there for her on her journey. Like, if she can find an actual person, if Salah can be this energy and in a positive way, like a nurturing, loving energy, then I could see her wanting to work it out. But if what I saw in the other readings holds any truth, if she hasn't been heard, if this person hasn't worked with her, if he's working, being shady, a liar, stealing her time, her energy, working with other people, she might actually find, or if he is just an unstable emotional energy that's not contributing to her betterment, her moving in a better place in life. Sorry about the background noise if you can hear all that. Then this might talk about her finding strength and leaving that, turning away from that unstable emotional, anything that's gonna put her in a bad emotional state. Okay? Because this, if it doesn't represent Salah, his energy, it could talk about that it's gonna require her a lot of strength and to be the Virgo hermit energy in order to keep herself on track and not become indulgent, okay, in alcohol, in other things, in things that put her in an emotionally unstable path. Okay, we saw this before in her other reading. This we saw as well. This, the Knight of Pentacle to the Ten of Pentacle, and I said in the other reading, this was her ultimate goal in life, is to achieve the Ten of Pentacle, to have stability. Whatever thing, not all of us had a home sweet home. Some people don't know what that feels like at all. The safety of having a secure place in life, secure financial, to have security when it comes to your finances, to have a secure place to call home, to have a foundation in life, right? So I said in the last reading, that was her ultimate goal, to achieve this Ten of Pentacles in life. And that this for me represented her understanding and giving herself the patience that she needs on this journey towards this Ten of Pentacles, what she desires. The stability, ultimately. Eight of Swords. She might be coming into a place, if she gets help on her journey, to understand it's going to take time and patience, which I think that she's lacked in the past when she's tried to get to this Ten of Pentacles place in her life. That it could take her 10 months, 10 years. It could take a decade to, you know, rebuild who she is, or like, you know, to be on this journey, on this path, okay? It might have taken her a decade to get to this place where she is now. It might take that long to get out of it. I don't know if there's a 10, like a 10 weeks, 10 years, something connected to the 10. But beside what this card represents about the solid foundation, she might have to realize that the only thing that will hold her back from this is her own self holding on to things from the past that cannot be changed. Because that's what the Eight of Swords is about. It's a person holding on to things that cannot be changed, binding themselves and blindfolding themselves. Okay. Oh, so we got this card before, and I said I felt like it was Salah. And I feel like in other readings I've gotten this card, I feel like it represents Salah. and the Queen of Wands. I'm feeling like this could represent, and this is what I feel, so I'm just going to say it, even though I don't want it to be this, and we won't know if this is so unless she shares this with us, and the future is not written until it's written. But this could talk about Salah being cold towards Chantal while she's away, and focused on feminine energies, fiery feminine energies, or just focused on passions. Passion, you know what I'm saying. Alright, and this is the cards that came out for Salah, about his feelings for Chantal and her leaving. So, the Chariot, Eight of Wands, Queen of Cups, the Knight of Swords, Queen of Sword, and the Star. This is the Chariot card. This is the Eight of Wands. So this could talk about how Chantal is left. She's gone to Canada. That Salah looks at this like this is part of Chantal's journey. Like, this is what she had to do. You know what I mean? She's going down her path, on her journey. And that this happened quickly. I feel like I did a reading for Chantal where I was, like, talking about if she might go back to Canada. And I felt that she did not want to go back. But if she did, I feel like there was an 8. And I might have said, like, 8 months or something. Maybe it's been 8 weeks. I don't know how many weeks have passed since that reading. But it definitely happened faster than I thought it was going to, I feel like. I don't think she wanted to leave. So, feeling like this is just representing how he has, he's releasing her. He's not holding her back from going. But I do feel like this talks about how he may have had, he took some sort of part in her not moving along on her journey with her health and well-being mentally. I feel that. Especially with this Eight of Wands, there's just, you don't see Eight of Wands like this, where it's just information either coming in very quickly, or the person thinking about things that they're not sharing, or if they do or are sharing it, they're doing it very quickly, just spurting it out. And I'm just feeling this represents him letting her go on her journey, and that it's happening very quickly. Now, this Queen of Cups in this page, Knight of Swords. This came out for him in her last reading, and I felt like it was representing him, Salah, his energy. So I'm feeling like this is Chantal, how she has a lot of emotions and feelings. We just saw the King of Cups in her side, and that could say that she actually views Salah in some sort of way as her person, her divine partner. And I'm going to say that he's in and out. His energy and feelings and dedication to her is very in and out, all right? It's aggressive. It has narcissistic tendencies, this energy, okay? And yeah, I just feel like this is kind of saying, like, he could go either way. He's not totally committed. He's a flighty energy. And, yeah, this could just say, like, his ability to, like, nurture her and express passion towards her, nurturing feelings, supporting her on her journey, okay, is very, like, it's flighty, all right? His energy's flighty. This Queen of Swords and this Star, all right, this could, and I feel like, the Queen of Swords has represented Chantal in other readings for her. Especially my first reading I did on her, I feel like the Queen of Swords represented her, I feel. So, I'm just seeing this as possible near future where, like, Chantal might become cold towards, Salah. Or he might exhibit behaviors, be in and out, be that flighty. If his energy and attitude towards her is what this card I just said it represented, she might become cold. He might do things on purpose in a way to push her away, you know, to make her cold towards him so that he can fulfill whatever wishes and dreams and desires that he has. This Aquarius energy, the Star card, sometimes I say attached to this is like, you know, this is someone that's focused on their dreams and aspirations. And again, it's like the back is to, just like here, like the back of this energy is to this energy. Just like turning the back to this energy. Like, almost like turning the back to this energy and presenting it in a way like, I'm doing this so that you can fulfill your dreams and goals. I don't know. That's what I'm seeing there. So only time will tell. Again, please send Chantal positive energy, regardless of how you feel about her. If you followed her and you don't like her, please don't want for her to fail or like be. Let's send her good energy. So let's send her the energy that we would want sent to us if we were in a similar situation in our lives, on our journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all. I want the best. I wish the best for Chantal, and I hope all of you watching want the same. All right? I don't know if Salah is the person for her. Only time will tell. I usually say in relationship readings, the situation can work out if both parties, you know, energies involved are willing to compromise and work on the relationship. But not all relationships should be worked on. Sometimes we can't have relationships with other people until we work on our relationship with our own self, you know? All right, guys, that's what I see there. And again, let's send Chantal good energy, okay? All right, guys, God bless. See you next time.